What's going on, gamers? We got some more Xbox news here, and it's not good. This Microsoft can't seem to make up things themselves or realize they should just remove EA out to the side, and that people usually probably buy one game from the year, and it's most likely the FIFA game. But Xbox Game Pass Family Plan scrapped over EA objections. What? I'm like, hold on. Because of EA? So EA has that much power over Xbox? I guess so, right? So yeah, interesting stuff here, right? Yeah, you're not getting the deal you should have did. This is what I mean. Like, it's more like you got to think about what helps your subscription grow the most. So that's like Netflix saying because of something else, they're scrapping some plan. It's like you should be in control over your service. So now EA is basically giving Microsoft the influence to scrap that because it's going to hurt game sales or something like that. Stupid stuff. Let's get into this. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Become a member if you want. Leave a tip down below. Thank you for all the support. Much love. Reports from Windows Central reveal Microsoft tested a discounted family plan for up to 4 users to access the full Game Pass library. But EA fully opposed it due to concerns over its EA Play integration. Okay. The idea surfaced in 2022 previews and trials, but vanished by late 2023 without a global launch. On the new Xbox Player Voice portal launched May 18th, literally 3 days ago, if you don't know about that, that's where we were seeing, the most requested thing on there was to bring back Xbox exclusives, which I kind of think is funny. On the new Xbox Player portal voice, the request ranks number 5 with over 5,500 votes as fans push for options like including EA or excluding EA titles amid ongoing frustration with individual $20 monthly ultimate subscriptions. So you'll be able to have that subscription and share it with 3 other people. Like Xbox Game Pass Game Share. That's actually another pro-consumer idea that could have actually worked very well for Microsoft. But what did they do? They let EA convince them with greed to drop it, and they ended up doing that. I tell you, this company can't do anything right. Right when you think there's something like that, like you would have never heard of PlayStation Plus, you know what I mean, sharing or something like that. But they didn't do it. It's not looking good for the new CEO either, because it's like, what? So we're gonna have to read some comments on this. I want to see what people actually have to say. Let's go to this guy. Game Pass Family Plan was reportedly canceled because EA was straight up against it. Orlando says, why would a failed company listen to another failed company? He's funny. Game Pass could be cheaper without EA and no one would be complaining. You know what? That's 100% correct, because who is getting Game Pass for EA? Is that really the selling point of Game Pass when you think about it? No, it's not. So I don't understand why Microsoft, and this is what I try to tell you guys, is how there's a bunch of AI people in there and a bunch of people in an industry that are not really fit to be in there, do not know how things work. They don't even have the audacity and the intelligence to realize that, oh, well, EA, we don't really need you. I think that with this plan, it can actually benefit the Game Pass subscription, big time. It would increase big time. But of course, they went ahead and listened to EA, teamed up with them. EA is historically one of the worst gaming companies of all time. And they went along with it. So what Mike Buck just said is absolutely correct. You could have just dropped EA and included them on something else. Unapologetic Cat says Microsoft should just drop anything with EA. They don't put anything good out anyways. They are quite literally negative value on Game Pass. It is interesting because sometimes they do have good IPs, but it's like the new Battlefield's not on there. You're going to put the old FIFA games on there. Sony just gave the new FIFA game for free out on just Plus. You just have it, and whenever you want to play it, just have Plus up. And if you're playing online all the time, it's always there. So it's like, outside of that, EA, what do you have? A bunch of old games you're always continuously putting on there? They put their games so cheap because nobody's buying them. But of course, Microsoft makes another stupid decision again. It doesn't surprise me. They keep doing this. Robert says, why is EA even a part of Game Pass? LOL, get rid of them. I can understand them being part of Game Pass, but them being part of you deciding that deal and you're going through with it is insane without seeing how the consensus of the masses thinks, because they don't care about your opinion. It's about what EA said. You got your answer right there. Again, It wasn't about what you said. You couldn't even get a poll saying, what do you guys think? We're going to decide with EA and what you have to think. Oh, none of that was there. They just went ahead and canceled it. I told you this company is not about you. EA doesn't even put out day one games. Get rid of them. So all of the people that are on Game Pass and people that are sharing their consensus, as we see right here on Twitter, are saying that you made a terrible decision. All you had to do was just get rid of EA. Who gets on Game Pass to play EA games anyways? Or put them in another tier? You know what I mean? But who knows what they have around the corner, right? But even then, at the end of the day, you're not going to get that day one. You didn't get Battlefield day one on Game Pass, did you? This is the thing about Microsoft. You see what I mean? They can't make the right decisions. Like right when you think you want to grow, after dropping the price down to where it should have originally increased to, if you're going to do a price increase, now you have to make a really critical decision to make Game Pass more appealing, and they don't do it. Hey man, I'm just saying. I know people are saying get rid of EA. Microsoft won't. Why? They supported Microsoft since day one, and all other companies back then didn't care of Game Pass. True. Xbox Family Game Pass plus EA for main guy only. Not that difficult. Okay, not a bad idea either. So we're seeing some projections coming out here. Couldn't they come up with a plan that doesn't include EA? That's ridiculous. I've never seen anybody say anything that said this include EA. And you could have went through with the plan, but they didn't. If that stupid, incompetent woman actually wants, to do things to help Xbox, the very first thing you do is crack down on game sharing. It's very easy to tell who's doing it. 10 days to stop sharing or everyone gets permanently account and hardware banned. That guy's mad. I'd rather EA leave Game Pass and get the family plan. So everybody is saying, EA, get the hell out of here. Why should you make that decision based off of them? EA doesn't even deserve to be in this tier anyway. I was saying the same thing, put them in another tier. Drop EA games and give the world a family pass so my wife can enjoy games with me at the same time, please. Interesting stuff here. So we saw the comments on this thread right here. I can imagine what's going on over in Pirate Nation because this is a bigger post. Yes, EA, a notoriously well-liked company whose opinion should definitely be considered. 1,500 people like this. And everybody knows this because if you think about EA in the past, they're the ones that were coming up with the stuff like Season Pass and stuff like that along with Ubisoft and them, and thinking of more ways to make more money off people, thinking of more ways to make microtransactions more manipulative, doing insane anti-consumer behavior. So it doesn't surprise me here. I speak for everyone when I say FEA and Xbox too for listening to a crappy company like EA. If you play EA games, you are a cuck. That's pretty funny. Let's see the comments down here. Correction, if you like EA, you are a cuck. Unfortunately, it's not up to us to whether or not EA publishes a game. Still FEA though. I bought Jedi Survivor a while back, but only for $10. Hey, those games are good. Respawn is a good company, you know what I mean? But those type of games, I'd go buy them. I don't, you know what I mean? Randy servers, no. They're worth actually owning. So yeah, I mean, everybody here is pretty much mad at EA, guys. I know who I'm taking out of my ultimate plan when Xbox rolls out pick and choose for pricing. EA, yeah, of course. Electronic Arts. So we kind of get the idea here. Microsoft once again drops the ball, as we see, scrapping without considering the community's consensus and realizing, let's take a look at Game Pass. Say, why do most of you subscribe to Game Pass? Do a poll. Put EA there, put these other companies there, put your first party games there, see that and then say, okay, now I know what I need to do for the family plan. But did they even think that? No. They just went straight to EA, listened to them, and this included you guys. Didn't drop a poll on the Xbox Twitter, right? Or any of that type of stuff. It's just like, no, we're just going to do this. Guys, this is what I mean when I tell you that. How can you trust this company to revive the Xbox brand when nobody in there really understands simple concepts like this? When you really think about the mistakes that they make too, and them listening to somebody like EA, then it just says, okay, man, how is this really going to happen? Remember, you just got a logo change. You got a boot animation change. Still the same stuff, though. They didn't originally innovate and design that or create it. You got a whole bunch of AI hires and recent AI hires, and to reduce price back down to where it should have been for the initial price increase of Game Pass, plus them having a chance to make that now more attractive, and they cancel it. You can't make this type of stuff up. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Once again, I just don't know what to say because it's like, they just can't do anything consistent to make the brand attractive. Forza came out, Forza's doing well, but we already knew that was going to happen whether Asha was there or not. She had nothing to do with that development, and there was no Xbox bundles for that to sell the hardware more. There's no discounts during the hardware done it. It should have been, here, $100 off Xboxes, Forza right here, 3 months of Game Pass or something. Get people into the ecosystem. You're fine. You'll make the money when they get microtransactions on there. Subscribe to Game Pass and keep staying on Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like, there's smarter ways to think about this. But no, they don't have the supply probably, as I was reading on that. And they probably don't have the supply ready for GTA, but they should be doing that, but they're not doing that. And this is where I say that it's hard for me to be positive and think that some miracle is going to happen. Like, you're going to do everything in a golden spectrum, and you're so golden and perfect lately, Microsoft, that Xbox is coming back. This already gives you an idea that what type of mistake is this? It shouldn't be happening, but they did it anyways. So as usual, keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on. And yeah, I don't know. Hey, I'm not even subscribed to Game Pass. I don't care. I just want to buy my games or get them on sale and play them on a higher spec on a PS5 Pro or on a PC if I wanted to do that. You guys know what it is. Later. Keep on gaming.